Hi guys, I'm Ollie. This is Vanderkamp. We're Vanderkamp Adventures. Today we're installing a heater on our van on a VW T5 transporter. We've gone for the Propex HS2211. Many reasons, mainly because we're fitting it underneath our van, so we need the HS2211, which has a better casing than the HS2000 to keep out moisture and protect it from the elements a bit more. Also, Propex, trusted UK brand as well. We've been to and fro with Alex from Propex, different questions, and he's helped us actually choose this heater, giving us a bit of guidance and information on the heater itself. So what we're going to do in unboxing first, go through all the components, what's in the box, what you get inside. Then I'm going to go into more detail into what components do what. I'm going to do some measurements, we'll weigh it as well, see the exact weight of all the components and everything together. Obviously it's a big issue when you're building a camper van to keep the weight down. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the heater apart for maintenance reasons and see what's actually inside, and just show you how to do that. For all the details in this video, we'll put them in the comments in the description below. And we'll also do a blog post, so the link to our blog is www.vanderkampadventures.com. Link will be below, and we'll also do a detailed post on installing it on a van, specifically the VW T5, but this will work for any van. Bigger the better, we've got more space to fit it. We're restricted on space, as you all know, if you've got a short wheelbase van. So we'll just show you little tricks on how to install it properly. So yeah, let's unbox. Okie dokie then, let's get inside. Actually, the first thing to note is how well packaged this box is. It's pretty decent, so good on your Propex for that one. Right, first of all, inside we have a combustion air inlet. Let's get all these out and we'll go through them more in detail. We have a packet with instructions and what looks like cabling for the control panel. Next thing we have are vent outlets and also what looks like fixing kit as well. The 60mm hot air duct, and then inside here we have another, this looks like the exhaust outlet for the heater. And then the heater itself. So let's get that out. Sorry for the packaging noises. So this is the HS2211 heater. I'll do a quick overview, and then like I said, in a few more minutes I'll actually take this cover apart, have a look inside and go through the components a bit more in detail. But basically you've got an outlet, an inlet, sorry, so this will draw air in from the cabin. This will push air into the cabin, so it will just recirculate. So it's very energy efficient. That looks like the connector for the control panel, and there's also a reset button there. Obviously these will be more explained in the instruction manual. There's an exhaust and inlet there for the combustion, so obviously that's how the heater works. There's an 8mm gas pipe inlet to supply the unit with gas. We're going to be using LPG. We've already got a tank fitted, so this will use LPG. Tank, it's quite sturdy. Feels quite heavy as well, but I believe it's 5.8 kilograms. But I'll actually do I'll actually weigh it and see what the weight of it is. These little brackets for fixing it, which we're not going to use those. We've got another method which I will show you in a few more minutes, exactly where we're going to be installing it. So yeah, that's the heater itself. So then the next component, this one is the exhaust outlet, which goes into the side. This is going to get hot, so obviously this is all made of metal. It's got some heat resistant hose, and then a metal part on the end to protect the end of the exhaust, where obviously the fumes are going to come out of there. Next tube, which is the inlet, so this will draw air into the heater. It will combust it obviously to create the heat, So this is the inlet, which is the same as the exhaust, except it's a bit less, so a bit less metal. There's less metal to it, and there's obviously a metal cap on the end to protect it as well. So this won't get hot. This is obviously drawing cool air in. And then we have the hot air tubing. So this will be used for the inlet and the outlet. There's 2 meters here on the single outlet version, which is the V1. The other versions I will explain a bit more later, and the different types you can have and the options. But yeah, this is pretty sturdy stuff, and this is more designed for external use as well, as obviously the heater is. Then this pack here, we have the instruction manual. And the other parts are, this looks like it's the control panel. Yep, so we have the control panel there. This is the one we've been given. So you've just got your dial for air circulation, heat, and then that dial. It's like a thermostat in your house, I imagine. You just turn it round to get more heat and less heat, and the heater will click on and off depending on the temperature it senses. So then, yeah, so it looks like there's no actual physical electrical wiring, it's just plug and play. So imagine that's your wiring there, so you'll plug the controller into that side, and that side will go into the heater. I'll get all that connected up in a bit to have a more detailed look. Your instructions, give that a good read. Nice bit of bedtime reading for you. And then the last part we have, so these are the vents to go inside. So what these will do, these literally just push on. I've been told to create a seal, so that's all you need to do. Simple as. So yeah, you've got one for the inlet and one for the outlet. So one will push air out into the van, one will draw air in. There are different colours of these. You can have white, beige or black. Now we've gone for beige because we have cladding inside our van, so this will blend in a bit better. But these are plastic, so it looks like you can spray these if you don't want it to blend in a bit more. So that's that. And then the last thing we have fitting kit, which consists of tie wraps. There are 3 P-clip brackets. Now these are for this pipe, so you'll just clip those on. That'll fasten, and you put a screw through there onto the bottom of the van anywhere just to hold these clips in. To be honest, I'd have thought there would have been more than 3. I mean, I'd like to use at least 2 per one, but we'll see what happens when we install it. Then there are 2 Jubilee clips. Now these ones will actually go round the inlet and exhaust. So one's slightly bigger than the other, so this one will go around there and actually fix it onto the heater. So there's 2 of those. And the only other thing is, it looks to be like an electrical fuse and some screws. Yes, there's an electrical fuse carrier there. So this is for the supply to the heater. Obviously, because it's electric, you're going to need to fuse it down to protect the heater. So this, it comes with 2 of these. So they'll just push on. Your wiring will go into that one and then obviously into another one there. Fuse will go in that end, and job done. Okay, so this is everything you'll get in the single outlet version, V1. Everything we've just shown on the unboxing. You can go for a dual outlet, V2, which is this exact same kit, an extra 1 meter of hose, so you get a total of 3 meters. The other thing you get, you'll also get a T-branch and an open close vent. So in addition to these 2, you'll also get one of these. These purely just connect together, exactly the same as those. So you can actually branch off to put 2 outlets in. Now the other option is a 3 outlet V3, so that will come with 2 T-branches, and I've only got one of these to show, but it will come with 2 open-close vents as well, and another extra metre of this 60mm AFK hose. So in total on the V3 you'll get 4 metres of hose. Now the limits on hose, I did speak to Propex because it's not explained very well on in their manual and online. There's no exact limit, so what they've recommended is a rough max of 1.5 metres on the outlet, so the air that's pushed, the hot air that's pushed into the van. Reason being, obviously, if the longer it is, the more heat that's going to dissipate out of this, and less heat that's going to come through into your van. The best option obviously to insulate it, so you're going to get more heat coming through. But what they've said, a max of about 5 metres in total. But there is no specific limit, so it's best to just maybe dry run it first, give it a test, see what the output is, and see what sort of temperature you get from it. Now the version we're fitting, I've actually bought these separately, so you can buy the kit, the V1 kit single outlet, and then what I've done, I've brought 2 T-branches and the open close vent, and I've also brought an extra 2 metres of hose, so I suppose technically it's kind of a V2 kit. We'll just have a play around to see what configuration we can get from it, because our van's already built, so we're fitting a heater into what we've already got, and obviously the installation video will show you exactly what we're going to do with that. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken the screws and fixings out of this cover. All you'll need is a T20 Torx bit and an 8mm ratchet set or a spanner, and basically this cover literally just lifts off. Now this is a maintenance cover, so you can take this off. So obviously when you're mounting these heaters, you need to make sure that either the cover can be taken off or the heater can be took out to get to the inside internals for maintaining. And what we'll do is show you. So the air's drawn in at this end through there. That's your control PCB, it's all the electrical gubbins. This is your fan unit. So this is what actually draws the air in. So it's when all this case is sealed, it'll draw air in through this part, through into there. And that's the combustion chamber where all the magic happens. So in the combustion, cold air is going to get drawn in through one of these. I don't actually know which one, but it's one of those. Obviously it'll mix with the gas will ignite, mix with the gas, heat the air, push the exhaust, any waste gas out, so carbon monoxide gases, which are obviously going to be harmful for you, and then push the heat out that side. So it's as simple as that really. There's no exact maintenance schedule or anything for it. Obviously I'd imagine every 12 months or so try and take the cover off, give it a bit of a clean hoover, just dust off anything. I mean, if you've not got, obviously the vents are quite open, so you may get dust a lot drawn in through there and then out again. So yeah, that's the internals. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh it. I know it says in the instructions it's 5.8 kilograms, but I'll weigh it, see exactly what it is, and measure it as well. So it's like having a newborn baby. So let's get the scales on. I know it's not going to be accurate because this isn't perfect, but it gives you a rough idea. You're not going to see it very quick, but I will show you. So it's coming up as 4, and if you can see that, 5.4 kilograms. Nice. Let's get rid of that. Right, measurement wise, so what we'll do, if I go from end of the box to the vent, you're looking 435 mil. Now if I go side to side, you're looking 227 mil. Now with the combustion pipes, now obviously the combustion pipes, you're going to get a bit of a kink on there, which I will show you. So I don't know if this is the right end, but I will show you anyway. So let's say it's on that one there. Now obviously look, you're going to get a kink there, you're not going to get a perfect 90-degree angle, so it will be slightly bigger, so you're going to need room for that. Because with mounting, it'll actually mount that way up, so that's going to be touching the underside of the van. So let's measure it that way. So up to your pipes, you're looking 260mm, and then depth wise, no obstructions there, so you're looking 125mm. Okay, so these heaters, they don't actually come with any mounting brackets as such. The only brackets they come with, which I've already shown you, are these which go on there. Now these, to me, they're quite flimsy. Now obviously the HS2211 is designed for underneath the van, so we need it to be quite robust. We did speak to Propex and they don't actually manufacture a bracket for this to sit on, so it's not going to sit on anything, so we've actually come up with a different plan. Hopefully it's going to work, we'll find out when we do the install. So I'll show you all these components we're going to list below, and also in our blog page. So we've got M5 eye bolts, they're going to actually go into there, and there. Now these are the bolts that came out. We actually removed these ones to take this off, so these basically replace. Now some of these will need cutting down for the other side where the combustion chamber is, but just for this purpose I'll just show you this quick. So screw that in. Now what we're going to do is use some threaded rod. Now this is M8 threaded rod, so the rod will actually go through those holes. Now in order for that, what we're going to do is put some washers. So we're going to have a nut, a washer, so this will actually go, maybe another washer. It's only a dry run, I'll just show you what's going on. So this will actually, we'll need to take the flooring up in the van. The flooring of the van will fit between those two washers. So this, it won't be this long. Again, that needs cutting down. So that's where the flooring will be of the van. This will literally hang underneath. Then we have more nuts, different sizes of washers. We've ordered some of these. Like I say, again, these will be noted below, so you know the exact sizes if this is the way you want to go with it. So we've got large washers and smaller washers as well, so they will fit in there. You'll do the nuts up, cut the rod off, and then you've got some hangers, so there'll be 4 in total. Now these are going nowhere. Once these are tightened up, that's solid. I mean, you're no way going to get that off. Also, it does mean that you can remove this for maintenance or cleaning, anything like that. Remove your hoses, just remove the nuts. It's a bit time consuming, but obviously then all this will do then is just drop off the bottom of these rods, so you can just slide them out. So hopefully that will work. Hopefully that's covered everything. If you've got any more questions or anything you need to know or want to know from us, from just experience with opening it up and eventually fitting, let us know in the comments below. Also, all the information we've described today is on the Propex website, and it's also in our blog, Campervan Adventures, which will be linked below as well. We'll cover all this in detail, fixing instructions and dimensions and all the bits we've used, and also thanks to Alex from Propex, who's given us information and some guidance on the product and helping us to choose the right product for us. So yeah, thanks guys, happy heating.